Hi everyone, today is September 10, 2022. It is 1:50 p.m. and we are here today at the Royal Ontario Museum. Let's go inside and check it out and see what we discover. So today is a Saturday. And it says Wizarding World, Fantastic Beasts, the Wonder of Nature. I already have my pass ready to go, so let's go inside and check it out. This is the amazing Michael Lee Chin crystal. I'm going to get a better look of it for you guys. And I have to unlock my camera. There we go. It is absolutely amazing. The Michael Lee Chin crystal is so cool. It cost a total of $270 million to put this thing on to the Royal Ontario Museum, and we're about to go inside and see how it is. And so as soon as you walk in, there's some chairs here. Here's some information about their free spaces. There's some stuff there. I'll do a 360 just to show you guys around. I've got one of these free museum and art passes from the Toronto Library. Hi, I have one of these free passes from the library.
Yeah, do you have your library card with you?
Yes, I do. Give me one sec.
Are we redeeming it for two at all?
No, just one.
Whoa, that's so cool. How did you get your screen like that?
Yeah, it's I had to do it through the color settings.
Okay.
And you have to go through accessibility and change the color settings. I just do it because my eyes are sensitive to the blue.
Yeah.
So I make it red so it's not.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, everyone says so. Yeah, like it's very futuristic. And
It is? Oh, cow. It could be just because I'm super not tech savvy.
That's so true.
I don't know how to do anything.
Well, like some people are used to the blue, seeing it blue.
Right.
And
yeah.
they're not. They see the red. It's like, oh wow, that's unique.
That is really cool.
Thank you.
Sorry, bear with me. Computer
Sure.
is slow.
No problem.
I guess, does it do anything with the battery level, or?
I think it might save you a little bit of battery. Yeah.
Wow, why the heck not then?
I know, I agree.
Better for the eyes and the battery.
That's true.
Like,
That is true.
And it looks cool.
100% true. Yeah. Especially at nighttime, before you go to sleep, it's good to have it red.
Exactly.
That way.
Yeah. That's.
And do you guys have a map by any chance?
We do, yeah.
Which one is it? Is it this one here? Great. Thank you.
There
Thank you so much.
Before you go upstairs.
So what's that?
Before you go upstairs, that's when you'll scan the ticket.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And so I believe this is what looks like to be the gift shop. It's called the ROM Boutique. That's pretty cool. They got hats and t-shirts and all kinds of stuff one can purchase. Here's the Stars of Wonders. Sorry, the Stair of Wonders. Stars of Wonders. Long day today, guys. I'm gonna unlock my camera and show you guys what it looks like. Very cool. Very high ceiling. There's a huge dinosaur display here. I believe this would be a brontosaurus. I need to brush up on my dinosaurs. I have not brushed up lately on them. They've got a ROM Immortal film. Experience a 6-minute odyssey through humanity's triumphs and tragedies on the 3rd floor. Over here you can use the QR code and scan it and download their map guide. You know what? I might as well do that. Let me go ahead and scan the QR code here and get their map guide. And it really doesn't really work. I'm using the iPhone 13 Pro. Doesn't really work. They got a mobile tours app. I might download that next time. For now, we've got a physical map. There's a Hyacinth Gloria Chen Crystal Court. It looks like there's a cafe here, and one can get some donuts, or I should say some pastries and cookies. Got some drinks, some water. There's lots of space to sit down here and hang out. This area is called the Druxy's ROM Cafe. It says free Wi-Fi is available through most of the museum, which sounds pretty standard. And we're now in this area here. This is a pretty cool area. Let me see if I can unlock my camera and get you guys a view of the ceilings. There's a big hall here. Let's go here first. And then we'll walk our way back out on the way out. Here's a sculpture of a maiden wearing a sleeved dress. Here's a display called the Small Treasures of Japan. This is very unique. Let me look down here. Downwards, I should say. Very cool stuff. And these are numbered. So this top level is 11 to 18. And they have an index, which I'm going to be showing you shortly. This is 1 to 5. Here's the intro to the Small Treasures of Japan display. And here's the index. I'll just do a brief scan for you guys, just to have. And there's quite a list. I'm able to get them all. And so this is the Sir Edmund Osler Gate. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. And here's the sign for level 1. And we'll take a look at that sculpture after. Looks like there's some paintings on the wall here. This is a pretty big painting. This is also a huge painting here. And this one is quite high. This is much higher than the previous one. I want to take a look at the sign here. I want to make sure I get the signs for you guys to the best of my ability. Today they are open till 5 o'clock, and so I'm going to try my best to cover as much as I can. And here's a television. And here's a sign that says Bishop White Gallery. It's titled Chinese Temple Art. Look at this television screen. It gives us a bit of a history lesson here. So this is very nice to see. And they basically explain the paintings that we just saw on our way here. So it says Bishop White was an Anglican bishop of Henan province. And you heard about the sale of this painting. I won't be able to stay for the entire lecture on the screen, but I'll try to capture as much of it as I can. Different kinds of figurines. The map itself is a pretty big map. Here it says floor 1, there's floor 2, floor 3, and finally, last but not least, floor 4. So let's go and explore further and see what we find. Here's a sign that says Matthew's Family Court in Chinese sculpture. And so this group of people here is doing a guided tour. And it looks like they get a chance to wear headphones. Or I should say they get a chance to wear an earpiece. And the guide is speaking into a microphone so that everyone can hear. The guide is the same guide that did one of the walks. I think he's the one that did the Queen's Park walking tour that I have in a previous video. Check that out and you'll see it's the same guide. Very knowledgeable. I really appreciate his work and his volunteering of his knowledge. This here is a sign that says Joey and Toby Tannenbaum Gallery. It's titled China. This here is a temple bell. Looks like it's got a dragon on top of it. It looks like it's very detailed. Back of it. Let's go around here. There is a lot to see here. Here's some cool pieces. They got a wide variety of different kinds of motifs and patterns. So here's some more information about the pottery here and making the pottery. Let me zoom in so you guys can get a more clear view of the text. And there we go. My touchscreen wasn't really cooperating very well over there. Here's a sign that says the art of pottery. I hope it's visible from here. Let's go over here this way, see what we find. I'm going to plug my camera into the power pack, and that'll give me more battery life. Let's see if I can get the sign for you guys. Hope I was able to capture it.
Oh, you're fine.
There's a lot to see here. Here's a disc. This looks like a stone disc. It's very cool. And it says, there's a sign here that says Neolithic cultures. Let me see if I can zoom into this. There we go. That's as far as I could go in. Very cool. And all these artifacts here are also numbered. This one here is 28, that's 27, and the index is here. Let me unlock my camera. There we go. Zoom in so you guys can get a better look. Here's some very small pieces. These look like early stone tools. It says Paleolithic hunters and gatherers made tools by chipping fragments from stones. Let me zoom into the text here. My touchscreen is not cooperating at all today. There we go. I hope it's visible because this is a very informative sign here. Here's a sign that says bottle. And it looks like this is a primitive bottle that was made in 3000 BC. Amazing. Very incredible stuff here. This sign is called Neolithic Villages. I hope that you can see the text here. Sorry if it's blurry, guys. There's a lot of reflections here on the glass. This one's called Life and Technology. And so these are all different kinds of tools and stone tools made by Paleolithic hunters and gatherers. And here's the TT Sui exhibit, marking prehistory and the Bronze Age. It says hunting and gathering societies lived in areas of what is now China as early as 1.6 million years ago. So there is a huge, very, very old history here behind these artifacts. And there are some bracelets. And here's the index. There's some pendants there. There's a bead and a cuff. Here they are. These are all numbered. Here's some of the bracelets, or cuffs I should say. It says 1112. Let's see what it says. It must be on the other side because it's not on the plaque on this side. Here's a small plaque here. It says the wealth of Neolithic elite. Hard to read. It says luxury items included in the burials of elite members of Neolithic societies attested to their wealth and elevated lifestyle. Here's another index. This one starts at number 1. So let's get this one here. Let me zoom in for a better view. This one's number 10. It's a stemmed cup. This number 16 is an axe. So you can see it's got a hole on one side and it's got a sharp end. Number 8 is a Kong tube. Number 4 is a bi-disc. Same with number 3. Here's another sign. It says the axe, symbol of power. And I'll be trying to be as brief as I can be. Here's some oracle bones. Here's 5 scripts. Here's a bronze inscription. There is a lot to cover here today, and I have to be as watchful of the time we spend on each one, to the best of my ability, so that I can make sure we can cover all the stuff. These are belt hooks. This is a bell. It's called a Biao bell. This is a bronze mirror. This is the royal bronze of Luo Yang. Here's an index. There's some chimes, a zoo, food vessel, different kinds of bowls. I'm going to have to pick up the pace, guys, because there's a lot to see here. Now, we're not going to be able to cover all of it. These are different kinds of jade artifacts. It says possession of carved jade was an indication of wealth and status. Most jades were used to decorate weapons and for personal adornments such as pendants and bracelets. This sign here says Chin and Han. We're going to have to skip this one for now, and maybe we can come back later. Here's some bowls and dishes. More dishes than bowls, I should say. Here's Korea. And it says Korean art spans 8,000 years. And the country is one of the oldest cultures in the world. It's remarkable. When you hear some of the history, it's just amazing. Here's modern Korea. Joseon Dynasty, Goryeo Dynasty, Northern and Southern dynasties, Three Kingdoms period, prehistoric period. This is the Korea historical timeline. Goes all the way back to 700,000 to 57 BC. Amazing. Amazing. It's remarkable. There's decorative art. And here's some helmets. This one's got some red hair on top of it. Not sure what that means. It looks like it's got a swastika in the middle of it. Let me see if we zoom in. Right there in the middle. Here's a chest with mother of pearl inlay. Here's some more ceramics. These are Korean ceramics. And here are the bowls. It looks like a tea kettle. Here's some vases and bottles.
Oh, that one.
Wants me to show up.
This looks like a carriage. It's made out of wood. Very cool. It's dated 1800 to 1850. And it says it's from the Qing Dynasty. This is a huge wheel. Very cool to see this stuff here. There's a look around. There's some camel statues. And I'm going to take a look up. And let's walk towards this here.
I was gonna say you could keep track.
This is pretty interesting. This is what it looks like when you look up. These are pieces from a tomb. kind of eerie. And here you look up. So it looks like we have covered the section on the map, which is right here, Korea and China, and I think we got the Philosopher's Gallery. We have to walk back the hallway. We could get to the Special Exhibition Gallery and the First People's Gallery. Let's continue our walk here and see where we can go. Maybe I'll go upstairs first and we'll explore the upstairs levels. Then we can get the Special Exhibition Gallery and the First People's Gallery. Here's a huge statue. I want to step back to show you guys the scale and the people standing beside the statues. This is all tomb related. This, in fact, this sign here says carved panels of tomb gate. So these are the carved panels of the tomb gate. Pretty eerie stuff. And this looks like there's a lot of figurines here. There's a sign that says Chinese architecture. We're now back here at where we came from. This area is called the Curelli Gallery. And so I'm trying to align it with the map here. There's a Buddha statue. There is a dinosaur. Looks like these are some shells of some sort. That's pretty cool. That dinosaur is huge. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out where exactly we are. I have no clue where we are. We came off from this way. Western Entrance Police Park. From here. Hi, excuse me, where are we? We're here. And so behind us is the Queen's Park entrance.
Yep.
There's China and Philosophers. So that's where the Michael Lee Chin crystal is?
Yeah, so where the floor changes there.
Right. And then how do I get to the second floor? How do we go upstairs?
You can go through any like staircase or elevator. They're gonna scan your ticket just at the bottom.
Okay.
So either here on the other side of that archway there, or straight across here in the crystal.
Okay, well, the closest elevator to us is
Straight ahead there.
straight ahead there? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. All right. Got some bearings. The sign says Inspired Vision. Here's a coat check. Here's another look at this dinosaur bone here. This dinosaur structure. And we're going into the elevators to go into the second floor. And we're gonna have her give our ticket. How are you? Good, thank you. And so we have to scan our barcode over here. There we go. And there we are. Thank you. And here are the elevators. Please use main elevators. Here's another map of the level 1 that we just covered. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Okay, we are now on level 2. There's a huge picture of a dinosaur here on the wall. Okay, number 2. Let's see where we are. So this is the map for level 2. We've got the main area. I think we're probably going to be here at this moment. So we're probably here. Here. Alright, we're gonna have to just go inside, and this is the sign for level 2. This side goes to the Dawn of Life, Minerals and Gems, whereas this side goes to Dinosaurs and Mammals. Let's go to Dinosaurs and Mammals first. Now the Dinosaur and Mammals is up here. Here's the dinosaurs. Get the camera to focus. Here's dinosaurs, here's mammals. And these are two sides of the Michael Lee Chin crystal. So that's where we're going to be going just now. And there's a huge dinosaur poster on the wall here. And there's the stairs that go down and the stairs that go up. Here's a timeline. It says 4.6 billion years ago, Earth formed. Then you have the Precenozoic, the Mesozoic, and the Cenozoic, and today. And that looks like a pterodactyl that is hanging above us. Let's see if it's a bit hard to see because of the light. Let me see if I can go from here in this angle. There it is. There's its mouth, huge wings. This is the sign. It says it's a Quetzalcoatlus northropi. It's the pterosaur Quetzalcoatlus. It's one of the largest flying creatures ever on Earth. And here's a look down. That's where we were. Let's continue our walk. Here's a sign that says life in the sea. This is the Jurassic period from 200 to 145 million years ago. Amazing. It's amazing how they've been able to... I'm so surprised that this stuff has lasted this long. A lot of care must have gone into making sure that these pieces remain intact and in good condition. Here's a sign that says the age of dinosaurs. And above it says the James and Louise Temerity Galleries. So a wide variety of different kinds of dinosaurs here. It really makes you wonder. Here's some of the insects. Let me see if I can unlock my can. There we go. These are some crickets and various kinds of insects. Looks like that one's a grasshopper there at the top. Some cockroaches and flies and other insects, and wasps and bees, different kinds of plants. That's a huge tail and a huge dinosaur. You know, standing next to these dinosaur bones makes one feel so small as a human being. Oh, there we go. This is a human being height compared to the dinosaur. This is a Parasaurolophus. 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 There we go. Maybe that's the way you pronounce it. And it's got this blue coloring and this red coloring on its head. Oh, here's how it's pronounced. Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. Okay, there we go. Much better now. This one's absolutely huge. It stretches like pretty much from this side of the museum all the way to the end of the museum there. Very amazing. And we're now in the Michael Chin crystal here. Super cool. This one looks like it has a protective bone structure on its back. This is the Dawn of Life gallery. And this is the gallery that they were telling me about. And so this takes us back in time. Here's a sign that says clocks, cycles, calendars, different ways that we use to think about time. And the ribbon above represents life's journey through time. It guides you from the end of the Triassic period, about 201 million years ago, to earliest life about 4 billion years ago. So let's start here at the Earth's origin. It goes all the way. Here's a mass extinction event about 485 million years ago. There's another mass extinction event about 360 million years ago, or 359 I should say. And another mass extinction. And another mass extinction. And here we are today. Here's a sign that says Wilner Madge Gallery, Dawn of Life. It says you can touch this dinosaur footprint. I believe this is the one they're talking about. I think I'll pass on touching the dinosaur footprint. This is a sign that says 201 million years ago. And it says nearly 70% of all life dies out, and clues point to massive volcanic activity. That is what happened. Here are different fossils. These are marine animal fossils. Here's a huge lineup. Oh, sorry, I should say, here's a huge pathway. This one says Beaked Beasts. Powerful, fast predators. Here's what looks like the inside of a tree of some sort, or stone of some sort. It says you can touch this petrified tree trunk. So I think that this is a tree trunk that is, it looks like there's resin on it, so pretty interesting. Wow, these are cool. They've got this huge thing on their back. This is the Jimba crinus. It's a group of marine animals that exists even still today. Some very mysterious stuff down in the bottom of the ocean. Ancient sharks and other fish. Do you experience galeophobia or an extreme fear of sharks? I think most people would probably have that particular phobia and be scared of sharks. And that's probably a good idea to be scared of sharks, so that if you see one, you can run away from them. This looks like a huge fish. And that looks like a squid up there. It's a pretty big fish. Looks like it can probably eat a human being. These are very well put together displays. I think they did such a good job at the presentation and the way that they've numbered everything. Everything's very organized. You need to look around. Here's some 430 million year old aquatic scorpions. So these are scorpions that live in the water. Drag a ring onto the map to locate amazing fossils. All right, let's drag this one here. Let's drag it. Look for X's that mark the fossil. Do we see any X's? Nope. Let's see here. Maybe over here. Nope. Drag the ring to look for X's. Okay. I don't see any X's. Nope. We're gonna have to skip that one. Here's a weird looking thing. I don't know what that is. But whatever it is, doesn't look too friendly. Let's go on the other side and take a look at what it is. This one's called Pincers and Claws. So this is a Acuter ramus macrophthalmus. It says receive the pincers, they're like shears. A quick slash and you're in two. So it's got very, very sharp pincers. This thing is like a huge thing. Like, it's very bizarre though. Here's another timeline. Let's walk into here and see what they got. Looks like an LED screen here. There's a lot of stuff to see here. Here's another sign of the dawn of life. There's another big fish. Wow, this is pretty cool. Let me unlock my camera and show you guys what the ceiling looks like here. Wow, I wonder what the story is behind that. It looks like tiles, very fine tiles, and possibly mother of pearl, and those ones there are gold. But it says all men may know his work that. All men may know his work that. And it keeps repeating. Here's a look down. Wow, look at that. The people are so tiny. Here's a quartz variety amethyst. The sign says Earth's Treasures. These are meteorites, apparently. Wow, amazing. And there's a sign there that says classifying meteorites. There's many of them here. Different kinds of meteorites. Those ones look very metallic. And this one here, this sign here says systematic mineralogy. Here's the sign that says meteorites. These are zeolites, which are a human-made version of a natural mineral. These are tectosilicates. That blue one there looks really cool. It says lazurite. That looks very nice. That's a quartz. Microcline. That's a kind of a turquoise color on this one. It's very unique. Oh, this one's nice. Opal, and cristobalite. These are the silicates. Wow, look at this. This is cavensite. It's a beautiful, rich, deep blue color. Same with this one here. Chrysocolla. There's jadeite. And we're about 1 hour in so far. Wow, beautiful colors here. There's sulfur. It's a beautiful bright yellow. I'm gonna have to pick up the speed a little bit. There's so much to see here. Look at this one here. Let me unlock my camera. There's a beautiful green color. Here's a $1 million gold coin. And it says it's about 100 kilograms of gold here. I'll get the sign over here for you guys. It says this 100 kilogram gold coin is made of 99.9% pure gold and has a face value of $1 million. The Royal Canadian Mint produced 5 of these coins in 2007. Wow, very cool. So this is what a $1 million of gold looks like.
Step away.
Thank you.
Step away, step
That's
away.
good. Thank you. All right, let's go upstairs and see what they got on the 3rd floor. This is the Chad Gallery of Biodiversity. So we are still on level 2. Level 3 is upstairs. and that's the World Cultures Galleries as well as the Eaton Court. On this floor here, continuing on level 2, we'll find the Bat Cave, Biodiversity, Life in Crisis, Birds, and Hands-on Biodiversity. Let's go inside and take a look. It's a pretty big bison. Wow, that's a pretty big fish. Lots of fish. This looks like a, let's see what it is. Does it stay? It looks like a, let me see here. Number 4. This one is number 3. This is a smooth hammerhead. This would be a smooth, this would be a hammerhead shark, in other words. Here's the different kinds of life in the Arctic. You know, the Earth is what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. So many different kinds of animals and species and ecosystems and whatnot. This looks like a huge crab of some sort. It actually looks very scary to see one of these in real life. I'd probably run away if I saw one of those. This is Libraries of Biodiversity. So these are all different kinds of preserved things. That looks like a snake, and there's some crabs in here. And that's what we got. So we've got amphibians, reptiles, we've got some fish, and let's see what else we got here. We've got more fish, we've got invertebrates. And all kinds of different species. It says scientists have identified about 10% of all living things. So that means that 90% of all living things in the world have been undiscovered by scientists until now, or up to now. It says 99% of all known species are smaller than a bee. That's pretty cool. Why is that? That's a very interesting fact. I wonder why that is. Alright, let's go this way here. Looks like there's a huge tree trunk. I wonder if this is a sequoia tree. This is called a Maui. They grow up to 90 meters high and 4 meters in diameter. Here's what looks like to be a huge seagull of some sort, though it could be a species that is, there it goes, it's called the Royal Albatross. That is one massive bird. Is this bird real? Is there really, does this thing really exist in real life? Wow, look at this, all kinds of birds. I wish I could stay here longer, but we've got so much ground to cover. Here's some more birds. These are on the small side. This one's pretty small. Let's have a small sparrow. There's some hummingbirds there with relatively long beaks. And here is a penguin. This is the Toy Soldier collection. This is toy soldiers were children's toys first, and then later they became collectibles. These were made in Britain, but toy soldiers were made and played with in many parts of the world. Wow, these are super small. They have all kinds of different styles.
See, they closed it.
What is that?
They had things like similar to this.
But why did they close that?
Because it needs to be revisited, it needs to be cleaned, it needs to be surfaced, it needs to.
This is an ashy-headed goose. Beautiful white wings, beautiful brown neck. There's some creepy crawlies and butterflies. Wow, look at the patterns on this butterfly. This one's a blue color. That in the middle is a very, very narrow and thin dragonfly. There's a huge beetle and spiders, some more beetles. Amazing, amazing. This looks like an eel of some sort. And we got pretty much most of this side. This is the bat cave. Wow, look at that. Here's a bat. Let's go inside the bat cave and see what we find. They have functioning eyes. Some see quite well, but they use their large eyes and their sense of smell to find fruiting trees. They can see with their ears, a process called echolocation. Here's an illustration of echolocation. And this is how the bat is able to see, using sounds and echoes. And it says most bats eat insects. Some bats eat fruit or nectar, and so those are the ones that live in tropical or subtropical areas. And a few bats eat meat. This one's got a mouse in its mouth. Only 3 species of bats feed on blood. And here's one on what appears to be a goat. And this is called a common vampire bat. Here's a look back. This is the Bat Cave field guide.
Listen to them speaking as they complete the space. Now what's over there? Yes, there's a small group of groceries. Each kind of bag has a purpose. Hands off the others in space. Other bags have a special place to keep their time. You see the nurse here further off. Now if you look below the bags, the floor is a part of insects.
This is the St. Clair Cave.
Yeah, I'm actually five. I'm my own. No, I can't.
And let's go inside.
There's up across top of the cave, no green plants. See how they run from the light?
It's very low light in here.
Have you noticed how damp it is in here? There's water everywhere. In fact, moving water created. Look at the high water mark on the wall. If this were the rainy season, you'd be swimming. The water dissolves the limestone rock and creates dripstones like this.
Really glory at the exit.
It's really hard to see. And so that was the Bat Cave. Now that looped around, and so we're going back here. I'm gonna get some water here. Here's the Earth Rangers studio. We'll just walk through here. Here's some turtles. Wow, look at that. That's a big eye tuna. There it is. It's a big eye tuna. It's a beautiful red color. Here's other kinds of animals. This is a caribou. And these are animals living in the boreal forest. And it says that extracting natural resources is threatening the boreal forest ecosystem. Here are the different birds and animals that live in the Great Lakes Basin, which is the world's largest freshwater ecosystem. It says wetlands are the crucial link between land and water and are important breeding and feeding areas for many animals. All right. That was our view of the second floor. Let's go upstairs. To the third floor and see what we find. Here's a look at the stairs. And there we are. This is the Hillary and Galen Weston wing. Here's a look at the ceiling. Galen Weston is a good friend of a good friend of mine, and him and his wife is Hillary Weston, donate a lot of money to the arts and are big supporters of the arts in Toronto, and so I really appreciate their support of the arts and sharing their support with everyone by allowing everyone to go and take a look. Thank you. Here's the John David and Sidney Eaton Court. Well, let's go this way first. This is the Samuel European Galleries. And this is the evolution of style. So you have different periods of time, like the neoclassical, the Rococo, the Baroque, the Victorian, the Renaissance, after 1890, which is modernism and diversity, and then we have medieval, which is symbolism and devotion. Here's a wooden work with a lot of deep attention to detail. It's very impressive the amount of detail that they were able to capture. There's Gothic furniture and stained glass. Wow, look at this. This is a Gothic chair. This is a Gothic chest, and that looks like an even bigger chest over there. There's some of the stained glass. Here's some pottery. This is the Renaissance. Which is 1400 to 1620. And there's some information about naturalism and classicism. This is Renaissance architects returned to classical ideals of form and proportion. Human figures are dwarfed by high ceilings, pilasters which are attached columns, and imposing doorways inside this public building. These are Italian Renaissance furnishings. That's pretty cool. Wow. This here is an Italian Renaissance style sculpture. Looks like it is glazed and it's got a lot of different colors. A lot of green around the outer edge. Here's some glass.
Once the European powers recovered from their astonishment, they lost no time carving out each biggest
It says oak paneling was a popular way to cover walls during the reign of Elizabeth I. Let me get a copy of the plaque here. Home comforts. This is an English room of the 1500s. This is what an English room in the 1500s would look like. Pretty cool. It says many things occurred in English domestic architecture during the 1500s. Here's an image of Mary de Medici, Queen of France. This is a portrait of Mary de Medici, Queen of France. Here's some Baroque silver.
Doesn't say who it is.
This is Baroque furniture.
You're right, it is a little boy.
A Baroque chair. That looks kind of comfortable. Here's furnishings in chinoiserie style. And here's fine furniture of the 1600s. Wow, this looks really interesting. And it looks super heavy. This is some sort of a cabinet of some sort. Same with this one. This looks super heavy, and there's a lot of very fine details carved into the design. This is a writing table.
Auf der einen Seite ein Gesicht und auf der anderen Seite siehst du das? Weißt du noch? Ja.
Was willst du essen?
Also ich hätte so Bock drauf. Das ist doch richtig.
This is an English dressing room from 1710 to 1730. Very interesting. This is Baroque glass. Here's some silverware of various kinds, different kinds of silver objects. That's a pretty cool chandelier up there. This is a pretty huge couch. It's got enough space for probably maybe even 8 people, I'd say. Pretty big. This is an interior in French Regents style. So we get to see the English style, the Italian style, and the French style. This is the Rococo style, which is from 1730 to 1770. And it features lightness and sensuality. And there's a lot here. I'm just gonna go around here and see if I can cover some of this stuff a little bit more quickly. This is British furnishings in Chinese style. This table is Italian influence on Rococo style. This table here looks like there's an eagle, and the table looks like it's resting on its head. I've never seen that before. This looks like a super heavy table here. Very heavy set, and that looks like a very heavy set mirror. Here's what it looks like in an English country house. This is a huge table, very, very heavy looking.
How much tea do the English drink? Everyone agrees.
This is an English parlor.
Oh my gosh, and mommy? Yes.
This is a soup tureen.
It's for writing. That's what it is, it's writing room. I think I would like books.
This is a dining room in British neoclassical style. Chandelier. Pretty huge. Pretty long couch, I should say.
Is that a gold grape?
There's furniture in the Victorian parlor. This is styles of the Victorian period. These are pretty cool. Very colorful and stylish. After 1890, we have modernism and diversity. And apparently, modernism is when many rejected the tradition in an attempt to create a style that was appropriate to an industrial world. And so this is the more modern era. This is Art Nouveau style in Austria and Hungary. This is Art Nouveau style in France and Belgium. So the styles began to change after the late 1800s and early 1900s. Of course, now we're living in the, what some would call the post-modern era. Here's some non-European metalwork. This is the Lee collection. And so this is special themes and collections. Here's another sign. So it's modern design, culture and context, Judaica, European special exhibitions, and arms and armor. We are here, and we're about to go inside. Here's the Eaton Court display cases, tea and coffee service. That's pretty modern style. So that'll be the early 1900s. This is arms and armor. Armor for sport. And different kinds of swords. Pike and musket. This is armor of the 1600s. Here's civilian arms. That is a Slocum revolver from the mid 1800s. Here's what is called a French cased dueling pistol. And here's a pair of them. Can you guys believe that, humans used to do duels? And here's some hockey gear that resembles the armor. They've got sticks instead of swords, and they've got helmets. Very interesting comparison. Here are some commemorative royal objects. I'll just take a quick look and the index for you guys. Let me take a look at the booklet at the top here as well. Here's a signed photograph of HM, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and HRH, Prince Philip, attributed to court photographer Anthony Buckley and presented to the ROM in 1984. And it's gold framed. I'm gonna zoom into these signatures. This is where they signed it back in 1984. Wow. I was born in 1986, so this is 2 years before I was born. Here's culture and context. Life in Europe from 1400 to the present. This looks like the ROM Immortal film that they're playing. A lot of people in here. Let's go see if we can catch from the other side. In the meantime, we'll cover culture and context. What lives on and what we leave behind. This is a late medieval urban house. This is what it would look like. Can you imagine living in medieval times and living in a house that was furnished in this way? It's kind of like hard to imagine. Super hard to imagine. Here's Tudor England, pleasures and pastimes from the 1500s to the 1600s. This is a bowl for lawn bowling, and here's carved bone of a domestic horse or pony with holes for a leather thong as a skate. Not sure what skates are. This is an English formal room. This is what it would look like. There's a Victorian parlor. This is from 1860 to 1885. These are souvenirs of royalty. Here are souvenir spoons. This is William III of England. It's about year 1700. From fingers to forks, cutlery, 1500 to present. It's amazing how different kinds of styles of cutlery, all the way to these modern plastic ones. And these are new materials and plastics. Here's the other side of the movie theater. This is the ROM Immortal film, a 6-minute odyssey through humanity's triumphs and tragedies. Let's go take a look and see what we find. Maybe not. We're gonna have to check that out next time, perhaps. Here are the Sabbath lights. This is the Torah. The Torah refers to the 5 books of Moses. This is the Judaica collection. And here is the Gallery of Modern Design. And it looks like the movie is still playing. This is Art Deco silver in France. These are new designs in France. Art Deco from 1918 to 1939. I kind of like Art Deco. I think it's so unique of a style for a very unique period. These are the key designers. This is Jacques-Émile Ruhlmann. If I can zoom in. And this is Leon Jalot, or Jalot. I don't know if the T is silent, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. These are pretty cool cabinets. These are the lights. This is Jules Lilou. This is Frank Lloyd Wright. So that's a very popular name in the design world. Norman Bell Jedis, Paul T. Frankel. This is pretty unique. This is a two-door cabinet. That's super interesting.
Hay ciertas cosas. Sorry.
And we're now going back into the main area. And the remaining part of the museum is the fourth floor. I wonder if this is the... Oh. Actually, yeah, I think this might be the fourth floor. And so it says that the fourth floor is... It says this gallery is temporarily closed. So I believe that this is the Roloff Benny Gallery. And the other side is the Patricia Harris Gallery. I'm going to ask the security guard just to confirm before we make our way back down. I'm going to ask them to see what they say. Hi, excuse me, how do I get to the fourth floor?
Oh, there's no fourth floor.
Oh, no, it's closed? Okay, and okay, cool. And how do we get into the C5 restaurant?
The restaurant doesn't serve as a restaurant.
Sorry?
The restaurant doesn't serve as a restaurant. It's just
Oh, it doesn't, oh, it's closed?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Where else do you want to go?
Oh, that's it. I just finished my tour. Thank you. And that pretty much wraps up our tour. I was hoping I'd go to the restaurant. That's weird. The restaurant is closed. Let me see if they've got a. I think I saw a B1 and a B2. Let's go back. Let's go down to the B1 and B2 and see if they are accessible. Actually, you know what? Let's take the stairs. And yeah, so the map says 4th floor. I was expecting that there would be a 4th floor, but seems that they're closed. Maybe we can visit the 4th floor on our next visit here. I'll take the stairs down. Hi there, can we access the B1 and B2 levels?
No, B2 is closed.
Okay.
And then B1 is just a lunchroom and a cafe.
And is there a restaurant, like is this C5 restaurant or something?
That's not open anymore. It's just the drugsies.
Oh, okay. 4 o'clock they open?
Yeah, no, it closes.
Oh, it closes.
Go straight across there and go down 1 floor. You have 30 minutes.
Cool, gotcha. And is this a special dinner going on or?
It's a wedding for
Oh, wedding, cool. All right, cool. Thank you so much. And this just exits onto Avenue Road or Queens Park.
Park and then out 1 floor.
Great. I'll just go here, take a look, and then I'll go make my way that way. Thank you very much.
I think this is.
Here's some information about the totem poles. It says there are 4 totem poles in the adjacent stairwells. It says you are here. And so this is the exit that goes out to Queens Park. There's some red couches here. Oh, these are super comfortable. Let me disconnect my camera and show you guys what the ceiling looks like from down here. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of symbolism. There's different images. There's a building of some sort there that looks like a buffalo there. That looks like an elephant. There's different kinds of animals. All right, and that pretty much wraps up our tour today of the Royal Ontario Museum. Also, I'll end this video here shortly. Maybe I'll go outside and end it with a view of the museum from the east side. And they got a picture of a mummy here. And they got a picture of a butterfly here. This is the Weston entrance. And here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is our first visit to the Royal Ontario Museum. And we're going to do hopefully annual visits. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. For more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.